Hi, I'm Jasmine Hernandez, and I will be teaching a lesson. First, I'll start with the TEK. The TEK I'm doing is TEK K.2a, and our objective will be students will create art using lines, shapes, colors, textures, and forms. Okay, I'll jump into the lesson now. Hello, class. My name is Miss Hernandez, and today we're going to learn about lines, shapes, colors, textures, and forms. Can anybody tell me what a line is?
A line is something that can go straight and be crossed.
Okay, good job. Can you tell me what a shape is?
A shape is like a square and triangles.
Good job. Can you tell me what a color is?
A color is like orange and yellow. Sort of like a rainbow, but it has all the colors almost.
Awesome. Can you tell me your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink. My favorite color is pink too. Okay. What about textures? Do you know what a texture is?
No.
No. Can you tell me how your shirt feels?
Soft.
Soft. Okay, well that's a texture. And what about a form? Do you know what a form is?
No.
No? Well, let's say, have you ever played with a basketball?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, so that's a form. We'll get into more detail about that in our PowerPoint. Okay, class, let's look at this picture that we have here. Can anybody tell me what this is?
A boat.
A boat. What are boats used for?
They're used to cross over water.
Cross over water. Have you ever been on a boat?
Yes.
Yes. And where did you go in that boat?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Do you see any of our vocabulary words up there? Lines, shapes, colors, textures, forms.
I see color.
Colors? What colors do you see?
I see red, blue, yellow.
Awesome. What about shapes?
I see circles.
Circles.
Squares.
Squares.
Circles.
More circles, yeah.
I think
And
so.
what about lines? Do you see any lines in there?
Yeah.
What kind of lines?
On the sun.
On the sun? What kind of lines are those?
Straight lines.
Straight lines. What else?
I see lines on the boat.
On the boat? Are those straight lines too?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Well, let's get started into our PowerPoint. So this is an image from an artist named James Reezy. We're going to learn a little about James Reezy. This is James Reezy right here. He's an American pop artist from Brooklyn, New York. Have you ever been to Brooklyn, New York?
No.
No, me neither. His artwork, as you can tell back here, is full of beautiful, vibrant colors. What else can you tell me about his artwork?
It's very cool.
Very cool. And what about, what's the same about this one and this one?
That they both have colors, lines.
Colors,
forms.
lines, forms. Yeah. Does it look like an adult drew that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It looks professionally.
It does? Awesome, yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next thing. So, today's objective. Students will be able to create artwork using different lines, shapes, forms, colors, and textures. And we got into a little bit of detail about those things. So, let's go over. I'm going to read it, then you read it. and I'll read it together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A line is a point in motion.
A line is point in motion.
Okay, now together. A line is a point in motion. And these are different types of lines. Have you seen any of these different type of lines?
I seen them on the boat picture.
On the boat, which ones did you see? There's straight, zigzag, wavy, lightning, dashed, squiggly, ocean waves, dotted, and scalloped.
I see scallop and
Scallop.
straight and ocean wave.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. So, can you tell me what this is? Have you seen anything like that before?
No.
No? So this is kind of like a color wheel. A color is a reflected light off an object. Can you say that with me?
A color
Is the reflected light off an object. Good job. Okay, let's move on. Now what are these?
Shapes.
Shapes. Can you tell me any shapes that you see on there?
Triangle, circle, square,
Yeah?
rectangle,
Yeah. Can you tell me what that shape is?
a hexagon.
Uh-huh. Awesome. Okay. So a shape is a closed figure made of lines. Your turn.
A shape is a closed figure made of lines.
Good job. Together. A
A
shape is a closed figure made of lines. Awesome. Now, have you seen any of these before?
No.
No? You haven't seen any of those in our classroom?
I see that one, the wavy one.
The wavy one? So we do have these in the classroom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And these are used for texture. It's the way something feels. So, let's say that again. Texture is the way that something
Something
feels. Okay, one more time.
Texture
is the way something feels. Awesome. So what are these used for again?
Texture.
And what can you use these for?
And what we learned in class is you put them under and you make texture lines on the paper.
Awesome. Okay, now this one. These are forms. A form is a 3D shape. Do you know what 3D means?
Like a cube. Well, not really much of a 3D shape.
Well, yeah, a cube is a 3D shape. 3D means three-dimensional. Means like it pops out at you. Have you ever been to a 3D movie?
No.
Where you have to put on those funky glasses?
No.
No? Never? Where the image just like pops out at you?
No, I've never wore the funky glasses.
Okay, well I'll have to bring some one day. So this is like a 3D figure. You see like that square, the rectangle just pops out at you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is a form. Okay, so let's look at this picture again. What do you see now?
I see textures.
Yeah, what kind of textures?
Wavy, ocean wavy texture.
Kind of, yeah. Good job. What else?
I see shapes.
Shapes. Do you see any more shapes?
Yeah.
Which one?
A heart,
A heart,
circle, square.
circles, squares. What about rectangles?
Nope.
No, are you sure? What are those up there?
Oh.
Yeah, rectangles.
I see colors
Colors.
like pink, orange,
Mm-hmm.
red. And I also see forms.
Awesome. Okay, so let's move on. So these are some more boats from James Reesey. This one's a cityscape, like James Reesey. Where would you see something like that?
In New York.
In New York. Have you seen anything like this?
Nope.
Are you sure? Have you been to San Antonio?
Yeah.
Have you been downtown?
Yeah.
Well, and you've seen none of these buildings? You've never seen buildings before?
I've seen buildings, but none of them not really have artists on them.
Not really have art on them? And then there's our boats again. Okay, so today we're going to create art using lines, shapes, colors, textures, and forms. So just like James Breezy here, I want you to draw a picture of a boat and give it some lines, shapes, colors, textures, and forms. And from our video, we have some, now they're not the same, but we have some texture rubbing sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how to use those already. So there's all these. We have some markers and colored pencils, if you want to use those. And I want you to create a boat using different shapes, using different lines. I want you to put at least 2 textures in your artwork. And I want you to give me a few colors, lines, different shapes, and if you can, 1 or 2 forms. So what kind of forms would there be? A 3D object. What kind could you put in there?
Like waves.
Waves. What else?
Boat.
The boat. What about a ball? Like a beach ball?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So let's get started. I'll let you get into your tables and get your supplies and then get started on your work, on your art piece. And I'll give everybody about 15 minutes. And really for us will be 5 minutes because we don't have a lot of time. So 5 minutes, and I'll set the timer.
I also see colors in here.
Awesome. What kind of colors do you see in there?
Like red, yellow, orange.
What kind of colors are you going to use in your picture?
Blue, yellow, and maybe a little white.
Awesome. And what type of shapes do you have in there?
Circles.
Circles. You have a lot of circles.
Squares.
Squares.
Rectangles.
Rectangles.
And circles. And more circles. And so like that.
Awesome. What are you doing now?
Making forms.
You're making forms or are you using textures?
Oh,
These are rubbing sheets for textures. What kind of texture are you giving your picture?
An ocean wave texture.
Ocean waves textures. Awesome. That looks good. Nice waves.
Thank you. Oh, done.
Awesome. Now, let's hop to the next color. We got 3 minutes. What other color are you going to put in there?
Maybe some red.
Some red. Where are you going to put the red at?
In between the squares.
In between the squares? Awesome. Cool. You're kind of giving it a pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Have you ever been on a yacht?
A yacht? No. Never.
Me neither.
Do you know what a yacht is?
Yeah, it's a big, big boat.
A big, big boat. And where did they use yachts?
In the oceans a
In
lot.
the oceans. Yeah.
And that's how they travel to islands.
How they travel to islands.
Mm-hmm.
So where's your boat going?
I want to say I want to visit New York
New York.
and see the images and artist paintings.
And what kind of fish do you got there?
Goldfish.
Goldfish. Do you have any goldfish?
Yeah, a lot at home.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I got some goldfish too.
Some are very old.
Some are very old. What kind of boat is this?
Mine's a yacht.
A yacht?
Mm-hmm.
And you said you're going to New York, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of people say that's how the Titanic crashed.
How?
In
How did the Titanic crash?
in an iceberg in a Titanic.
In an
a yacht.
iceberg? In a yacht?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was a yacht, but it was a really, really big boat, yeah. And it did hit an iceberg. Do you know what an iceberg is?
No.
No? It's this big block of ice.
Can it fit in a cup?
No. Cannot fit in a cup. What color are you adding to your picture?
A little bit gray and black. I'm trying to make mine like the Titanic.
Awesome. Okay, class, our timer's about to go off. There it is. Okay, let's put up our materials. We can finish if we have any extra time later. Okay. Now, after they do their drawing, I will jump into a video that goes into detail about boats and different kinds of boats. And it is the book. I don't have the book on me, so I picked a read aloud. And this is Brilliant Boats by Tony Mitton and Ant Parker.
Let's begin. Go out boating, especially in the sun.
So during this time, I would read along with the kids on the book, and I would ask them, what kind of shapes do we see here? And Ethan, what kind of shapes do we see here?
I see like triangle.
A triangle. So I would ask them what type of shapes do they see, and they would tell me. And then I would draw the shapes up on the board. So a triangle. I would even ask them, what kind of colors do you see? And maybe if I have those colors up here, I'll use the color, put the color up there. Red, blue, so on and so on. And I won't play the video, but there was a link in my lesson plan And after this, read aloud, we would talk and discuss about the different things that they learned in the video and what type of shapes did they see and what type of textures did they see and what type of lines and so forth. And then I would let them do a small project on building a boat in the classroom with materials that they can find. So Ethan pre-made his boat. And Ethan, what kind of materials did you use?
I used paper, paint sticks, and what are these called?
Pipe cleaners.
And pipe cleaners.
And tape. So are you done with your boat?
No.
Okay, so you want to add a little bit to the boat. I'll give you a couple of minutes. And during this time, I would review with the kids again on what type of shapes do they have in their boat and what type of colors did they add to their boat. And
do you know where the tape's at?
And why did they use that type of material for their boat? Because like I said, this Brilliant Boats, it goes over a few of the features found in a boat and what they're used for. So I would ask the students why they chose that and what's that used for in their boat. And after they're completely done with their boat, then we would see if it floats. And at this time, are you ready, Ethan?
Yeah.
So, let's put the boat in here. They'll get to see if the boat floats. And this one floats. Awesome job. So if it didn't float, then the student could take their boat back and add features to their boats. And during this time, they'll be in a group to see if they're to work on their boats together. And they can use anything within the classroom. And then after that, the teacher will close the lesson. She'll have all the students put away their materials and discuss what they learned. And then after that portion, then she's going to close the lesson. So we'll close the lesson by reviewing the learning objective. So our learning objective was today's objective. Students will be able to create artwork using different lines, shapes, colors, textures, and forms. After we talk about what we learned today, which is, Ethan, what did we learn today?
We learned about lines, shape, colors, textures, and forms.
And what kind of lines did you learn about?
Ocean wavy lines, straight lines.
What kind of lines did you incorporate into your artwork?
Straight lines and ocean wavy lines.
And ocean wavy lines. Awesome. So we'll look back at our artwork and discuss the types of things that we added to our art, which should be lines, shapes, colors, textures, and forms. And then after, the students will self-assess along with the classroom as to whether they completed all the goals by going through our checklist, which back here I have our art rubric and our checklist. So let's do that real quick, Ethan. Okay? Our art rubric. Today you were on task. Always, mostly, sometimes, or not at all.
Always.
Always. Good job. Your art showed creativity and craftsmanship. Excellent, good, fair, or unsatisfying? Did you take your time? Did you incorporate colors?
Good.
Are you sure? I would say you were excellent today. So excellent. So you got 6 points already. And you followed the directions and met goals. So
All goals.
all goals, most goals, some goals, no goals.
All goals.
Okay, let's see if you met all the goals. Now, we'll go to our checklist. So, did we create a boat using different shapes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Did we use lines in artwork?
Yes.
Yes. Did we fill in boat backgrounds?
Yes.
Yes. What did you fill your background with?
Clouds, blue, and a little bit of texture.
Okay, awesome. And did we use different colors?
Yes.
What colors did you use?
I use red, blue, white.
Red,
Gray.
blue, white, gray. Awesome. Did we incorporate forms?
Yes.
Yes. What kind of forms did you have?
3D shaped water, fish, and the boat.
Awesome. And did we put 2 different textures in our art piece?
Yes, we did.
Yes. Which ones did you put?
I put,
The ocean waves.
yeah, and then I did this. It was,
Did you put hearts?
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So, let's go back to this one. You followed directions and met all goals. These are our goals. Did we meet all of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So all goals. So at this time, the students will add up as a class all of our points. So 3, 6, 9, 9 to 10 points is an A, and then it goes lower and lower and lower. And that is all. Thank you.